All right. Good morning, Nagy Nation. It is Phil Nagy for Nagy on Sports joining you here. It is week 3 of our 2023 season sim. Let me just say in franchise mode and see what the team would look like. Basically the exact same roster we'll have this year, plus, with Jacoby Brissett as quarterback. Brissett coming back home, so it were. Remember, he was the starter in Indianapolis for a while before continuing to move around the league. Had some success in Indianapolis, of course. And it's going to be Brissett and Matt Ryan, the quarterback matchup here today. Matt Ryan did not retire, still in the league. And he's going to give it another run back here with the Colts, who did not make the playoffs last year, but they're going to try to give it a shot and see what happens. So just week 3, Browns are 0-2, unfortunately, in our sim as we continue to try to tweak Jacoby Brissett to make it look as realistic as possible. This week I did a little bit more tweak of the playbook, tried to add in some more run sets, take out a few of the shotgun things, because that's where Watson lives, not necessarily Brissett. So we'll see if that makes any amount of difference on the other side. All right, onto the field here, Matty Ice, Matt Ryan. His second season now in Indy. He's got 352 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. The Colts, I believe, are 2-0 in this young sim season. Browns 0-2. 13 personnel to start the game. Brian climbs under. Decided to go with the 75th anniversary throwback jerseys for the Browns, as they're going to need it today. Jonathan Taylor, another talented running back, of course, getting, there you go, a little breakfast in sim. Welcome applied. We know the Browns really struggled to stop Najee Harris last week and struggled to stop Joe Mixon in week 1. So we'll see if an adjustment can be made here. Pressure again coming. Ryan hit as he throws. That was Clowney who got around the left tackle. That's Bernard Raymond, who was their first round pick in 2022. I'm not sure if he'll start right away. Will Raymond picked? Oh, look at Newsome. Get up, Greg, get up. He's going to pick it off at the 22 in the Browns defense. Starts off strong with a huge turnover. And they're right to the red zone to start with. There's a look at Brissett. He's thrown for a bajillion yards, but just 3 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Again, over 500 in that Steeler game. But how about that effort there from Greg Newsome? And he has looked sharp in camp. And hopefully we'll see him continue to play well this sim season. I formation, give it to Nick Chubb. Left side, he'll get nothing. Taken down in the hole there by Zaire Franklin, the linebacker. 2nd and 10. The Steelers did win last night, applied. And it was not particularly close. We got it down to 5, and then they took it, they went back away. That was a short throw to the left side, and actually a yard lost. As they tried to swing it out to Nick Chubb, now a 3rd and 11. Browns, again, have really struggled in the red zone so far during this Brissett-era sim season. Now Brissett will roll right, fire, caught right at the sticks. Are they going to give him the line to gain? They're not. 4th and inches to Cooper. Go for it, Browns. Go for it. Or Cade York it. Yes, we are 0-2 right now, applied. York's kick is up, and his kick is good. I guess so. Free 3 points to start the game, rather. But you'd like to have more after that interception, that great interception from Greg Newsome. Browns could not muster a singular turnover in that Steelers game in week 2. So the fact that we got a turnover here to start the game is nice. Nice tackle, Jacob Phillips in special teams, as Rodgers will only get up to the 18. Okay, back out into the game is Matt Ryan and company. He'll give it to Jonathan Taylor. And Taylor gets up the middle for a few. Now he's got the left side, 35 to the 40. Watch out. Stiff arm of Delpit kind of shoves him out of the way, and he gets a big run to the 44. And just our inability to stop the run early in this sim season has been really, really interesting, because you see Taven Bryan is a superstar. Like, Actually, maybe he's not. Maybe he's back off of being a superstar as they sort of get demoted. Picked! Ward jumps the route again! He beat the rookie Alec Pierce, or second-year player Alec Pierce, and Denzel with a big-time interception, and the Warden steps up with his second of the season, and the Browns now with 2 turnovers here. We gots to get in the end zone now. Brissett from the 44. Turn around, give it to Chubb, right side, Chubb. And he'll be tackled after a 2-yard gain. Hopefully applied. Hopefully he is the guy. Brissett, pressure up his face. He'll go deep, right side. Waiting for it. Tipped and incomplete. It looked like it was Kareem Hunt who was actually the receiver down there that he was targeting. 3rd and 8 already. As they just cannot stay ahead of the sticks. They're going to send Kareem out of the backfield, or Nick Chubb out of the backfield with a 13 personnel in there as well. 3 tight ends. Brissett now. Back to pass. Fires. Caught open over the middle. David Njoku to the 25. And a first down, Browns. Find the chief when times are tough. Again, Brissett did that a lot here in Indy with his tight ends. Back to pass now. Brissett on a 1st and 10. He'll fire left side. He's got his man at the sideline. Kind of hit after he catches it. That's a short gain, just 2 yards to Donovan Peoples-Jones on his first touch of the day. Trips to the right side. Chubb alone in the backfield. They will give it to, nope, play action. Boot away from Chubb. Pressure coming. Short throw to the left side of the Chief, and another short gain. Back-to-back 2-yard passes for the Browns here. 3rd and 6. Just feels like the yards get so hard to come by here in the red zone. Left side on the sideline, but he'll be short. He will be a yard short, and here we go. Poor Cade York, man. He's going to have, nope, they're going to go for this one. That was David Bell for 5, by the way. Cade York's going to go for, or not going to go onto the field now. A 4th and 1. They're going to go for it. They're going to give it to Kareem up the middle. He was lined up as a fullback, and he's got it. Heady little play call there. They had Hunt and Chubb in, and they gave it to Kareem Hunt. And they did go for it, and they got it now. 1st and 10 at the 13. Not a 1st and goal to go just yet. But it doesn't matter. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper. And finally, the Browns are able to get into the end zone again. Just their 4th passing touchdown of the season. And it's week 3. And Brissett feels like he's starting to settle in just a little bit now. 8-play, 43-yard drive again, coming off of the Denzel Ward interception. Able to put 7 on the board now. 10-0 Browns. Rodgers again, and he's going to go down way short of it at the 14. Look at Kareem Hunt playing some special teams. Anything he can do to this for this team. MJ Emerson also down there as well. 1st and 10. Matt Ryan back to pass. Pressure in his face. He'll go over the middle. It's caught. John Johnson III covering Mo Alley Cox. Yes, good morning from the puppy as well. Morning, Jenny. Yes, we all hear you. We all hear you, sweetheart. Double tight ends in the game. They go Jonathan Taylor up the middle, and he'll pick up the first down on a 2nd and 1. Didn't get it by much. Winovich in there as well as Perrion Winfrey. We're not exactly sure, other than the fact that the NFL said, yeah, that's not good enough for us. Goodell says, I still get to be the boss, but I'm too busy, so I'm going to have this other guy who's been in the NFL's hip pocket for 30 years and does a lot of business with them as a league, is going to see it. He's also like one of the country's foremost authorities, like he's like really handles a lot of domestic and sexual assault cases. So basically Goodell said, I don't like it. I'm going to pick somebody who's going to give a harder one. And then if they do, there's a good chance the Players Association will sue, and then he might actually play the whole year while it gets tied up in court. So I doubt he'll say, yep, 6 games seems fair. Sue did a good job. That's what he should do, but I doubt that's what he's going to do. I think the bell is picked again. Wushu Koromoa, 35, 30, 25, 10, 5. Touchdown Browns! Their first pick 6 of the season. Jeremiah Owusu Koromoa, the Joker, into the end zone. Good morning, Fellegren. Hopping on just in time to see Matt Ryan throw his 3rd first quarter interception, and this one goes to the barn. Touchdown Browns. And they did within those 3 days after Sue Robinson's decision of the 6 games. They did. They did officially appeal. And then Roger Goodell got to appoint the person who hears the appeal, so he is this Peter Harvey guy, some judge from, former judge or whatever, district attorney from New Jersey, who now owns his own private law firm, who does a lot of work for and with the NFL. So again, it's pretty slanted. He gets to pick the guy to basically be the mouthpiece for what he wants. But nope, it wasn't me. It was a former judge. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, I think the most likely thing now is he comes back. He comes back and says, yep, I think 12 games plus $10 million is the right thing to do instead of 6. Almost picked again as Ryan is flirting with disaster. Molly Hatchet style here, 3rd and 10. Pressure up the middle, and Clowney will get home. The Browns defense heard us call him out in the last game for giving up 45 points to Kenny Smallhands Pickett, and they have been sharp here to start the game. Now with a sack to go with the 3 first quarter interceptions, and Jakeem Grant will get this one at the 40. Tries to make the first man miss, and he cannot. So anyway, just to finish, hey, welcome in 504. Just to finish my thought, I think the most likely thing that happens is he will increase the suspension, and then the Players Association will sue to federal court, probably somewhere like New York or somewhere where there's a little bit more player friendly, less big business friendly. And it'll get tied up for a year, and it may just be delaying the inevitable, but at least he would get to play this year while it's tied up in court. Nick Chubb to the right side, 4-yard gain. Kishin, welcome in. I mean, Roquan Smith's a great player, and I understand it. Here's Brissett deep down the middle. He's got a wide open receiver to the 1-yard line. David Bell. What a throw. Sorry about the dog. She's just excited to play this morning. Now, if I don't have one hand on the bone or the tug-of-war blanket, she starts barking at me. What a throw down the middle. Look at David Bell. He's not the deep threat on the team, but he got himself some space, and he got past it and into the end zone, and Brissett put it right on him. 1st and goal from the 1 now for the Browns. Julian Blackman saves the touchdown. Chubb, right side, walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. So the good Browns have shown up here today, and it's been once again fueled by the defense. I mean, I like Roquan Smith. I think he's an incredible player. I just don't think that they're going to pay for that position. They're going to save that linebacker money for Jeremiah Musu-Koromoa in a couple of years when they're ready to extend him. But somebody's going to get a good player. I actually re-signed him to the Bears for a big deal in the virtual offseason that I did. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out for real. Again, is he under? I think he's under contract. I don't think they have to pay him. So, yeah, that's right, Kishin. Maybe he went down with Aaron Rodgers and did some of that weird hallucinogen. Matt Ryan onto the field. He has struggled again. I cannot stress this enough, and we talked about it in the closing minutes of that Steeler game yesterday. My biggest disappointment has not been with Jacoby Brissett. It has been with this Browns defense. In the first 2 weeks of the season, they got shellacked by Joey B in Cincy and Kenny Pickett in Pittsburgh. I mean, Pickett threw for 350. Najee Harris ran for $170 as Jonathan Taylor picks up a nice run to the left side. He's already got 62 yards in the game. I mean, I guess if they want to do that, if they want to trade us Kareem Hunt for Roquan Smith straight up, knowing that either guy will get re-signed by the end of the season, I would take that. Matt Ryan now back to pass. Pressure coming up his face. It's Taven Bryan. Wobbler right side and out of bounds. Could have been picked again. Now 1 for 7 is Matt Ryan to start the game. He has 1 completion to the tight end Mo Alley-Cox to start this game, as it's been all Browns here in the first quarter. That time Jonathan Taylor's going to be snuffed down behind the line of scrimmage by Ronnie Harrison. 3rd and 11. So again, look at all those X factors of superstars right on top of each other at the bottom of the Browns defense. That's awesome. It's a good look. Back to pass now. Matt Ryan, 4-man rush for the Browns. He's got lots of time. He'll fire left side on the sideline. Caught, but out of bounds. So tipped rather than out of bounds, as it looks like that was Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah covering at tight end. Hey, welcome in, Keith. 4th and long again, and they will punt. This first quarter has absolutely belonged to the Browns. It has been everything Cleveland. Offense, defense, and they have a 24-0 lead. Can they add to that lead here? 33 seconds to go before they switch sides. Right side, here's Chubb. Decent little run of 3. He's got 5 carries for 10 yards in that touchdown that he had on the last drive. 2nd and 7, back to pass. Brissett fires short. He's got Peoples-Jones near the first down marker, and he'll get to the 35. And that will be the end of the first quarter. It has been all Browns here today. Oh, I think he was talking about trading Kareem Hunt for a wide receiver. Applied. You think that you mean use him more like a wide receiver like they've done with Debo? I think both things are interesting options. 3rd and 1. Harrison Bryant, Abercrombie with his first touch of the game. He's looked great in camp by all accounts, by the way. Harrison Bryant kind of flying under the radar, listed as a coach. They have 2 tight ends listed as starters, and he's one of them. Interestingly enough, that first official depth chart came out yesterday. No real surprises for me. Here's Chubb up the middle. He's got a hole. Nice explosion through the hole on a first down run and a 10-yard scamper for the Chubbernaut, rather 11-yard scamper. First down, Browns. The only real surprises for me was Jacob Phillips listed as a co-starter at middle linebacker with Anthony Walker. And then the fact that there was no fullback even listed on the depth chart as Brissett's going to keep it. Option keeper, but the ball comes out and he fumbles. And it's picked up by Bobby Okereke. First down, Colts. Option keeper, the QB power there. And Brissett fumbles. Can't tell if we're going to see if he was on his way down here. Better look at it. Nope, that ball is definitely out. Turnover for the Browns. And a little shot of life for the Colts there now. Didn't need to have that play call right there. So we, that's a good question, Applied. Back when we first started the channel during Harrison Bryant's rookie season, I think it was Kishin actually who's on right now. Morning, Larry. I think it was Kishin who said we had decided that Harrison Bryant kind of looked like an old Abercrombie and Fitch model, you know, like tall, muscular, white guy, you know, with just the coiffed hair just so. So we decided to call him Abercrombie and Fitch, and then, of course, Abercrombie is just short for that, as Taven Bryan will get home. And they're back all the way into the mode. So that's why we call him Abercrombie, because we think he looks like a mid-90s Abercrombie and Fitch model. You might not even know that store, depending on how old you are, Applied. It was like the cool kids store when we were in high school, when people my age were in high school. Out of bounds at the 24, that was the rookie Alec Pierce. And he got around the warden in a first down throw all the way up to the 24, so they're trying to take advantage. Yes, that was Kishin. He's right there, right on Johnny on the spot. Morning, Keith. Nice run to the left side, and they're going to rip him to the ground quickly. Myles Garrett after 3 yards in run defense. 2nd and 7 now, trips to the right side. Browns defense has been very, very special in this one. They shut up screen. Left side tipped away. Look at Perry on Winfrey. The athleticism from Winfrey, able to knock that screen pass down, sets up 3rd and 7. Yeah, that's a Nagy on Sports exclusive nickname that we've tried to last year on Training Camp Daily, when they were like, tweet us in, and they would scroll across the bottom. We tweeted it in a bunch of times. Call him Abercrombie. Call him Abercrombie. And yes, if you just Google a picture of him, like an image of him, you'll be like, oh yeah, that dude definitely tried to sell overpriced jeans at the mall in suburban Columbus, Ohio, and wherever Kishin's from. All right, 24-3, so no major harm on that Brissett fumble. That gives the offense the football back. The best part about this lead is maybe we'll be able to get the running game going a little bit. Still has been a bit of a struggle for us. Yeah, it was what Kishin's exactly right. It's one of those ones where you could smell it before you'd even see it. You'd smell that like Axe body spray over the top men's cologne smell before you would even enter the store. And then you'd go in and you'd be like, oh, it smells like high school jerk in this place. 36-yard line is achieved as Chubb has a nice 12-yard run. Good to see him getting going. That actually going to put him in the zone now. 1st and 10, 10:20 to go in the first half. Chubb again up the middle. Broken tackle, and then Darius Leonard will meet him. 3-yard gain the hard way for Nick Chubb. So yeah, I can't. For those of you just joining us a little bit later and like, oh look, the Browns are up. It's not. I mean, the offense has been better. Don't get me wrong, but it's been fueled by the defense. They picked off Matt Ryan 3 times in the first quarter, one of which went for a touchdown. Option keeper on a 3rd and 2. Brissett's going to fight really hard, and I think he got it. Wow! Oh, bad spot, sir. Challenge that spot, Virtual Stefanski. They will not, and they will punt here. Bojorquez. I did hear that, which I guess is his middle name, or is Darius his middle name? I forgot. You're right. I should call him Shaquille. I did see that story. And I think they said it's like his middle name, and he used to go by it, or maybe Darius was his middle name, and Shaquille's his first name. It was one of those, like, I've been going by one, I would like to go by the other, which is interesting. 8:44 now after the bad punt by Bojorquez. They got the ball at the 40-yard line. Right side, first down throw and catch. Mo Alley Cox again, Denzel on the tackle. That's right. Yep, he did beat the Browns in Indy. 1st and 10, Ryan. Right side, almost picked again, dangerously falling to the turf. He was looking for Michael Pittman, incomplete. 2nd and 10 with 8:07. Matt Ryan setting up screen. Jonathan Taylor. Look at JOK swoop in there for a TFL. That's the Joker. He did not have a great game against the Steelers. Let's just be honest with it. He has had a significant... well, you had written it down, and then you retracted it because you spelled something wrong. It won't let you edit comments. Left side, are we going to get a holding or a roughing the passer? Mo Alley Cox has the first down. And it is going to be holding on the Colts, so back them up 10. It's Braden Smith dealing with one Miles Lucifer Garrett on the right side because he is a devil to block. I just made that up. Back to pass. Ryan on 3rd and long. Hit again as he throws. 3rd and 23. Deep into traffic. Tipped in the air and incomplete. Alec Pierce, second-year receiver out of Cincinnati. You did? Did anybody else lose audio? I've got it on my end. Sorry about that, Keith. Yeah, you could just restart the stream as well. First, well, I guess you can't hear me say it. Look what Applied wrote. Here comes Kareem up the middle. He'll go to the left side, tries to break tackles. He gets a nice pickup of about 8 yards there, just his 2nd carry of the day. And Kareem Hunt playing some good football there. Look, the Seattle-Chicago 1-1. Jessup Fields versus C.J. Stroud in that game. That would be a pretty fun game to watch. Left side, short. Actually going to lose 2 yards as Kareem Hunt's momentum takes him out of bounds. 3rd and 4. That's right, Greg Nuisance. I love that idea, Kishin. Let's go. Let's get it started. Newsome the nuisance. 3rd and 4. Brissett, 2nd level concept. Got it. Peoples-Jones. First down, and they just look so much more in control, not being down 20 points to start the game. And so, again, credit the defense for giving them a lead. They understand a little bit. Here comes Chubb again, still in the zone, fighting his way up the middle. It is almost here, and yes, but it's been keyed by the defense. The defense has been good, and now the offense is playing off of that, which is good. Kareem Hunt, first down as he runs into Shaquille Leonard. Yeah, he was just, he does have that dog in him, Kishin. That, what do they call it? He's not arrogant or cocky, but he's confident. A swagger about him, if you will. 1st and 10. Browns with a nice drive, keyed mostly by the run. How about Chubb? Says, sit down, Julian Blackman. Out of my way. He's got 53 yards now. As the Browns finally running the ball with some authority. 2nd and 6, and it feels like they're already in a bit of a chew clock situation. Level concept on the play action. It's Miller Forrestall, the third tight end. And Forrestall is up to the 30-yard line. And a first down for him. Gotcha. We're welcome back, Keith. Motion coming from the Chief out of the slot. See the linebacker does chase him. That gives them what they need to see. He's got some blockers to the right side. Stiff arm hunt. 25 to the 20. Broken tackle past the 15 to the 12. Give him 18 yards and a first down for Kareem Hunt. Shaquille Leonard over there on the tackle. That's a good reminder about Shaquille. I will go in and change his name here in the rosters after this game. 2:12 to go. This has been a beautiful Browns drive, keyed mostly by the run with a little bit of play action pass off of it. That time DeForest Buckner is waiting in the gap. 2-minute warning here. Yeah, it's been hot here in Central Ohio too. Not so much hot, it's just been awfully humid, like 97% humidity. You just walk outside and you feel like you're in an armpit. So it might only be like 85, but just humidity makes it feel like 1,000. Brissett, end zone, picked off, but he's out of bounds. So he tried to knife it in there to Donovan Peoples-Jones. Yeah, that's what you said. There were people getting heat stroke all over the place at training camp. 3rd and 9, and there's the old red zone sack. The old red zone sack up the A-gap that we know and love. Brissett takes one, and Cade York will come in here. Just the first sack of the day given up by the Browns defense. Couldn't tell if that was Buckner or Grover Stewart up the middle. But they'll get home, and they'll sack him. That's just his first one of the day. We can't complain too much. 27-3, Browns have the lead, under 2 minutes to go in the game. I'm sure you did Applied. Which is crazy because you're only out there for what, 2 hours? It's like a 2-hour session you're allowed to be out there for. Were they in pads when you were out there, Applied, or was it a shell day? 146, trips to the right side. Matt Ryan back to pass, 4-man rush. His defense has been swarming today. Owusu Koromo with another catch after a 5-yard completion. Back to pass, Ryan. Matt Ryan back to pass. He'll fire off the back foot, hit after he throws into traffic and tipped by the nuisance. Greg Newsome tips it away. Now 3rd and 5, 2.5 hours. Okay. Back to pass, firing right side into traffic and almost picked. It bounced off a couple of players. MJ Emerson was over there. And the Browns will get the football back with 3. They didn't use pads. They did 7-on-7s. Okay, thank you for the information. Yeah, a little bit. You're right. There's another number 7 in our memory banks. That's one Deshaun Kaiser. All right. They're at the 27. They got 3 timeouts. They got 1:11 to go. Pump fake right side. Brissett now stands in the pocket. Now fires deep. Right side off his back foot. He's got a man in single coverage, and it's caught by Peoples-Jones. Throws up the jump ball to his best deep ball man, and Donovan Peoples-Jones makes the quarterback look like a genius, catching it at the 16. They call timeout. Big first down, Browns. Up the middle, big run, Chubb. Delayed handoff for him. He'll pick up 8 more. Yeah, I don't know, Kishan. I'm not sure how they draw those preseason matchups or whatever, but it is what it is. You're 2nd and 2 now. They've got 1 timeout left. Plenty of time. Now he thought he was going to take the sack. He had Cooper open, and he just overthrew him. Now a 3rd and 2 for the Browns. Yes, Calvin, welcome in. Good morning to you, or I guess good afternoon to you. First down throw and catch to Nick Chubb to the 2-yard line. They need to hurry. They need to hurry. Go, go, go. Yes, because the defense actually showed up here to start the game. That's been the biggest. And Chubb into the end zone, his 2nd touchdown of the game. They've run the ball better, but also the defense has looked much, much sharper. And picked off Matt Ryan 3 times in the first quarter. One of them was a pick 6, and when the defense fuels the offense, it's a much different team. That time they go 5 plays, 73 yards, and again, that bomb to Donovan Peoples-Jones, really the big play of the drive. 34-3 now. Looking much better, as it appears the Browns will avoid starting 0-3 here in the Sim season and get Brissett his first win as the starter. Back to pass now. Setting up screen right side. to Hines. It almost is picked by Miles. Taven Bryan had blown it up, and look at Matt Ryan, 6 for 20 in the game so far with 3 picks. That's not a great way to start for your Indianapolis Colts. Back to pass, Ryan. Again, they are very much keyed on the running game, and if they cannot get Jonathan Taylor going, or in this case, if you've got such a deficit you can't really afford to run, they are not an easy team, or they are not a good team to play. They are not good at coming back. Geesh, kind of like the Ravens have been in previous years of our Sims. If you could get a lead on them. Tipped over the middle by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. That was Jelani Woods, the second year he was a rookie this season in real life. Browns are going to get the football back. 1 timeout in 10 seconds. Maybe throw a bomb and then set Cade York up for 60. That's right, Bellegrin. It's time to win out on the season. Back to pass, Brissett. Firing, drag across the middle. Peoples-Jones couldn't break the tackle of Shaq Leonard, and that will do it. End of the first half. It was a good one. Browns 34, Colts 3, and again, strong assist here to the Browns defense, who alone are beating them 6-3 with the pick 6 from Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Let's get the second half popping. Browns will get the kickoff. Yeah, I know, Kishan. We all wanted George Pickens. And again, the dude's an absolute freak show. 5-star kid coming into Georgia, just could never stay healthy. And that will be the question for him in Pittsburgh. He will be elite if he can stay healthy. He was first-round talent. They sniped him in what, the 3rd round, 2nd round, something like that. And he will be very good if he can stay healthy. 1st and 10 now. First play of the second half. Yeah, he had all the talent in the world at Georgia, just they couldn't stay healthy. And then for a while, they weren't really running an offense that suited him. With Spencer, what was his name? Or Bennett? Spencer, what was the guy's name? Bennett, the guy who was the quarterback. Right side, Brissett, sideline. Easy catch for Peoples-Jones to the 46. Keith, he has said that he will play a couple of series. I don't know if he will start. I wouldn't see why he wouldn't start. I can't imagine they would put him in there with the backup offensive line. So it'll be interesting to see as Chubb, left side, breaking tackles to the 40. Come on, Chubby, to the 35. Big run for the Chubbernaut, and finally putting some respect on his name here in the game. I think when he's in the zone is the only time that he actually looks like Nick Chubb. He'll stretch it left side again in the zone. Breaking tackles, just accelerating through the hole on that bang cut. 2nd and 5. No, I'm just not going to have time to get up there, Applied. So yeah, I think he has said that Watson will play. And look, again, unless something happens with a ruling that eliminates him from being able to play, like if they are throwing an indefinite suspension in and can't get it restrained, then I think he has to leave. Again, there's a whole bunch of Stetson Bennett. Thank you. Gosh, I couldn't remember what his name was, but he was not like a push the ball down the field, and that one's going to be picked by Stephon Gilmore, but luckily he had 1 foot out of bounds. Back to pass, left side, out route, Chief, first down and more. Oh, he gets chopped down at the 3-yard line. Good tackle in space by Isaiah Rodgers. 1st and goal again for the Browns. Let's see if they can punch it in. No sacks here, no sacks. Nick Harris snaps it back to Brissett. Right side, caught, touchdown! Donovan Peoples-Jones into the end zone for the Browns. And they are pouring it on here in Indy now. I thought it was interesting as I was going through and doing the draft class before this little virtual offseason that Georgia's other really good receiver, that Jermaine Burton kid, number 7, who could just take it to the house whenever he transferred to Alabama. I was like, that's not fair. You can't beat him, join him, right? Your quarterback isn't going to be as good as Bryce Young, and we don't have any receivers because Ohio State hasn't given us any of their 3rd or 4th stringers yet. So come play here. Same thing, the guy from Arkansas or Louisville, Tyler Harrell. So Alabama's top 2 receivers next year will be transfers from Georgia and from Louisville. Yeah, I know the Chief looks good, and yeah, he needs that. He needs that for himself. Breaking tackles, and John Johnson makes a nice tackle on Jonathan Taylor. JT tackled by JJ. 3. Hey, Sean, welcome in. Go Browns. It was a good drive, Fellergren. It's nice to see them running the football. Again, when Nick Chubb is in the zone is the only time I feel like he really actually looks like Nick Chubb. Keith, I drafted 2 of them for the Browns. So like DeJuan Jones, the big right tackle for the Buckeyes, is like our backup right tackle to Conklin. And here's Ryan across the middle, little throw, nice catch, just a easy little juke for Jonathan Taylor for a first down. Zach Harrison, the pass rusher, is like the backup behind. Technically, I think he's 3rd string behind Alex Wright and Jadeveon Clowney. C.J. Stroud went number 1 overall to the Seahawks, which we will actually see later in the season because the Browns play the Seahawks because we play the NFC West this year. Jackson Smith and Jigba went to the Titans, who I think we also get to see. We get to play them. So he'll be catching passes from Tannehill, playing with Treylon Burks. Here, pressure and knocking him down. Flag, what? Oh, they're going to call holding to boot. I would decline that mug. Decline that mug. And they will, 3rd and 18. Yeah, I know, Kishan. We were excited about Nick Harris as well and what he's going to be able to do after putting on that muscle. 3rd and 18, deep right side, and Ryan overthrows everybody. That looked like it was Jonathan Taylor on a wheel route. They will punt the football here. Who are the other Buckeyes in the draft? Paris Johnson got drafted by somebody. I don't remember who. Josh Proctor got drafted by somebody. Who are the other draft-eligible Buckeye? Oh, Julian Fleming got drafted by somebody because he's going to be healthy this year and have a baller year. Matt Jones, I think the guard, got drafted by somebody. That's about all I can remember off the top of my head. I'll alert you if we need them. The couple of picks here for the Colts, the first-round talent guys like Desmond Evans, pass rusher from, I think, North Carolina, and Andrew Voorhees is one of the top guards from USC, but neither of them are starting, so I haven't really mentioned them. Here's how about that play, wide open. Speaking of Abercrombie, and he's right down the seam, little skinny post for a first down. 23 runs, 27 passes. This is the way to play it. Up the middle, breaking tackles Chubb, and then he somehow ends up going backwards. In real life, Keith, or in our sim? Because I think on our sim he might be on the Bears with Justin Fields, but he may have signed in real life with the Steelers. I honestly don't remember. Real life, maybe he did. That's very, very possible. Back to pass now, 3rd and 4, like an undrafted rookie free agent. Across the middle, and he'll get another first down. How about the Chief, David Njoku? 23 of 28, an efficient day for Jacoby Brissett. This is what we need for him. Hand the ball off to Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, and Ernest Johnson, and Jerome Ford, and then make nice, easy completions and try not to take sacks. Throwing on the run, dropped. Tried to go to David Bell, but a swooping right hand of the defensive back got in there and knocked it away. Yeah, I'm not sure if he'll make the team, but maybe. Here's Donovan Peoples-Jones. Step his foot in the ground, got near the first down before Shaquille Leonard takes him out of bounds. That's 298 for Brissett through the air. Now a 3rd and 2. 8 catches, 116 yards for Donovan Peoples-Jones. Back to pass. Brissett across the middle. Throw again. Short drag. So he's got the short passing game going, which I think is probably a little bit more of what we will see from him again. I did some playbook upgrading and updating to try to tailor a little bit more to Brissett's skill set, add some more run plays, and get a little less shotgun, where as opposed to Watson, who will just live in the shotgun and the pistol, I think, most of the time. And we know that our playbook worked for Watson because he was fantastic last year in our 2022 sim season. So again, I told you we would continue tweaking, but again, I didn't do anything to the defense, and they just decided to play well again today. And that's what's keyed this giant Browns lead. Still with 4.5 to go in the 3rd quarter, and they are driving to score more points. There's another throw short to Kareem Hunt to the 19-yard line, 2nd and 1. Oh, nice. There you go. Back to pass, 2nd and 1. Pressure is taken care of. Right side, caught again. Peoples-Jones in space to the 6-yard line in front of Stephon Gilmore. 1st and goal now for the Browns. No sacks, no sacks, no sacks. I'm going to keep saying it every time he's in the red zone. Chubb, won't matter. Touchdown. The hat trick for the Chubbernaut, and it's about darn time. Can I say that it's about darn time that the Browns realize that they should run the football? 27 runs, 33 passes. Beautiful kick up, kick good. 48-3 now. Browns with a 12-play, 81-yard drive with a touchdown. That's beautiful. That's Cleveland Browns football right there. Of course, Kishan, this is a safe place. Finally, Nick Chubb getting some love here in the game. You mean you're scared of You're scared of him in real life? Is that what you mean? Of what he could do to the Browns? J.K. Dobbins, a healthy J.K. Dobbins. Back to pass. Now watch a pressure. Miles and Bryan. Halvesies for each. Sacked him back to the 18. Demolition Dogs. Second and 17, trips to the right side. Ryan will give it to Naheem Himes, the second sort of scat back, running back, and he'll get back to the original line of scrimmage before M.J. Emerson brings him ground. How did M.J. Emerson look in real life applied in Kishan when you guys were there? We haven't really heard much about him, which I guess maybe no news is good news. We've heard about Newsom, we've heard about Greedy, obviously Denzel. How has, and A.J. Green we've heard a bunch about, but how has Emerson looked? Yeah, no, I mean, that's fair, Kishan. He's an elite level player when healthy, and the interior of our defensive line is, again, right now you're looking at your starters being Taven Bryan and Jordan Elliott, and we'll see. Maybe they'll be fine. Maybe we're not worrying for anything, you know. Maybe Chris Kiffin's got him all dialed in. Remember, he left to go coach with his brother for like a week and then came back. Defensive line coach Chris Kiffin for the Browns. Back to pass. He was like, oh yeah, I hate recruiting. I'm back to the pros. There's Greedy Williams on the tackle. Speaking of Greedy, Alec Pierce made the catch as we tick down towards the end of the third quarter. Hey, Mason, welcome in. Up the middle and taken to the ground. As you can see, we have the good Browns again here today. Keyed mostly by their defense, who picked off Matt Ryan 3 times in the first quarter, and Brissett has not made the critical turnover just yet, although he did fumble once on a QB draw. Stretch it right side to Jonathan Taylor, and with that Colts not having the lead, they haven't been able to pound it with Taylor. He has 80 yards on 15 carries. I did. I sure did, Mason. Sorry that if you missed it. Third and 4. He looks big. Okay. A little grabby right now. Sure. No, I mean, he needs to be the 5th best cornerback on our team this year, you know. Over the middle, I think they'll get it. That was Taylor who lined up on the outside, and he beat M.J. Emerson to the spot. No, they're going to say 4th and inches, but they're going to go for it anyway. It's fine. You're all right, Mason. No worries. But it's been a good one. Definitely go back and watch the first quarter of this one. As the Browns got off to a big start, they'll run it on 4th and inches, and Jonathan Taylor is up to task. First down, Colts. Defense for the Colts talking on the sidelines. Hard count, Matt Ryan. Give it to Taylor again up the middle, and this time Chase Winovich will swallow him to the ground to the 14. So actually interesting, in the base package, Chase Winovich is actually a higher rated by a decent amount player over Taki. 3rd and 5. Pressure now up the face, and they'll get him. Tave and Bryan bring him back from the dead. 4th and 18, and they'll opt for the Rodrigo Blankenship field goal. Hey, welcome in, Richard. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm doing the doing my first like get my groceries delivered thing today, and so like it's texting me like they don't have this. Do you want this? They don't have this. Do you want this? Which I didn't know that was going to happen because I'd never done it before. So apologize for going silent for a second. Thanks, Richard. Yeah, please like the video. That would be awesome. And yes, we do like it because it's been much better of what we think. And again, I cannot say it. It's not because I went and juiced Brissett. I changed nothing about Brissett. This one, the defense just showed up early and really, really jump-started the whole team. Which, if you can think back to that run that we went on in 2022 in the sim season, yeah, Watson played out of his mind and threw for 47 touchdowns and stuff like that. But the defense is what got us there. They were so good. Well, and we'll see, Applied, if I get a whole bunch of stuff I didn't order. You know, there's high risk, high reward, of course. But especially in the produce, it's like, oh, you wanted this salad and they don't have it. It's like, oh, sure, get this one instead. Whatever. 10.5 to go. The Browns are in shoe clock mode, which we really appreciate. Here comes Chubb breaking tackles and another first down. Look at Nick Chubb. 3 touchdowns, 111 yards. Finally running the football. And he's been in the zone for about 2.5 quarters as well, which has helped stretch it to the left side behind a 13 personnel. Breaking tackles, spinning away. Couldn't quite keep his balance as he'll fall down after 5. Yes, and they've been able to run the ball better, Richard, too, because of not being down 3 scores. So again, as frustrated as we could be with the way that Brissett and the running game had looked in that Steelers and that Bengals game, it really was about the defense for me. Their defense gave up over 40 points in both games. Yeah, that's true, Applied. Again, I don't think it's going to be something that I do all the time. I have a couple of friends who do it exclusively, but it just was easier for the schedule today to try to have that happen for the family. We had like a coupon, like $20 off for trying it, kind of a deal. Chubb again, 130 yards now for him. Uh-oh, somebody fumbled. Chubb does not fumble. Was he down? Come on. Madden, you got to know better than this. Oh, he's laying on the ground. There you go. Give us the old booth review. Sometime next week, Mason. I just pre-ordered it from Target. I'm old school, and I get the discs still sent to me, and I like my 5% off from Target. That's about the only deal you can get off on it. So whenever Target ships it to me, I'll have it. But I'll announce it. We'll do like a roster reveal. We may do something in, a quick exhibition game or something just to see how it looks for those kinds of things. But I fully intend to try to get this Sim Brown season in. We're going to do a few days today. Caught on the right side at the 14. Let's go, boys. Bring it up. I can't believe I paid for this. What are you doing? That was so funny. 1st and 10. Boot action left. He'll stop the boot action and then fire to the first row of the bleachers. At least he didn't take a sack. Throw that ball away. Smart play. 35 runs, 35 passes. What a beautiful sight. Boot action again. Caught. Touchdown. David Njoku, the 50-burger, is in full effect, and the Browns are back, baby. Brissett and the Browns are back. He's got his third touchdown pass of the day, does Jacoby Brissett. 3 on the ground for Nick Chubb as well. A pick 6 for Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And just like that, the Browns get their first dubs of this 2023 sim season. Again, it was just easier to run it in franchise mode for many reasons, which I'll be happy to share with you later. But we wanted to see what it would look like with Brissett for a while. So until we hear otherwise, we will run with him and leave. I think with all the XP and dev trade upgrades that he had from last season, Watson is now a 94 and an X Factor. He's got the Gambler X Factor, which is the one that Aaron Rodgers has as well. And right now he's sitting on the bench as the third string quarterback behind Josh Dobbs and Jacoby Brissett. Oops, stiff arm of Nick Chubb. He'll want that one back, or excuse me, of Denzel Ward rather. Looked like Nick Chubb. That was Mo Alley Cox who hit him. Back to pass, 1st and 10. Ryan firing to the left side, caught very quickly before falling out of bounds is Mo Alley Cox one more time. Matt Ryan has struggled in this game, no two ways about it, and they have not been able to run Taylor as much as they'd like to, and he is their best player on offense for sure. Throw it left side, Michael Pittman. He'll get tackled right at the 50-yard line by Greg Newsome. 3rd and inches. Back to pass. Firing over the middle, tipped away and almost picked off. Shoo, almost picked off there. Lucky to get that one back. 4th and inches, and they'll punt. You cowards. And this will be shanked out of bounds. The 34. That's a 16-yard punt for Rigoberto Sanchez. Maybe maybe a little Josh Dobbs time here. They won't sub him out, but it'll be fun to see 15 back there for a minute. Here comes Kareem. He'll try to go up the middle, and he'll be ripped down to the ground by Kwity Paye, the defensive lineman out of Michigan. Back to pass, Brissett. He had his man Cooper and just overthrew him. Now a 3rd and 11. Yeah, I mean, potentially Kishin, that seems right. I mean, some might argue Greedy over him, but A.J. Green, by all accounts, has looked incredible in camp. So, and that's why they paid, quote-unquote, overpaid for him as an undrafted rookie free agent. Brissett will fire this one out of bounds as well, and the Browns will punt Bajorquez into the game. 4:04 to go, 55-6. And I think that's what you'll see when it's a 2-cornerback set. You'll see Denzel and Greg. And then when they go to a traditional nickel, Greg will slide inside to the slot, and then it'll just be interesting to see if it's A.J. Green or Greedy Williams who comes in as that second outside cornerback. 1st and 10, firing right side. Short throw, short catch. Swarmed by white jerseys. That's Alec Pierce out of Cincinnati. Right side, caught on the sideline. Wow. Alec Pierce. What a catch for the Cincinnati Bearcat. His 5th of the day. It's a beauty. Yeah, it's a great luxury to have. You know you're going to need 5 corners for sure, so the fact that they're all playing well is very, very good. 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Ryan again, short drag route, 1st down throw, 1st down catch. Alec Pierce once again. Second 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the game. Ryan, he'll go for the end zone. Right side, he's got his man, but it's picked off by the Warden. I don't think they're going to say, it looked like he was out of bounds to me, but Denzel picks off the jump ball and no review. Let's go. Denzel Ward is 2nd of the day, and the Browns 2 minutes until glory time. Pop pass to Amari Cooper, and he'll actually lose a yard. 2-minute warning. Yannick Ngakoue. First time we've really called Yannick Ngakoue's name today. Again, that superstar, top of the line. very talented player coming over in that Rocky Sin trade. They're trying to run the same exact play. And Shaquille Leonard is not fooled. 3rd and 12 with Cooper, 2 extra catches and 2 minus yards. 100 seconds to go here in the game, or rather 80 seconds to go rather in the game. Kareem Hunt will try the left side, and they run 3 plays and lose 2 yards. And they will punt the football, but at least the Colts aren't calling timeout. I appreciate that for us. Love this journey for us. Appreciate everybody being on with me. Phil Nagy for Nagy on Sports here, Kit. It's real darn early where he's at. He's getting ready to wake up and drive back home from San Diego, I think. So appreciate you being on. Thanks so much for Applied and 504 earlier. And Calvin was on a little bit, some of our other mods. So appreciate you guys being there. Sean popped in for a second. Thanks for your help. I will do another one today. Stay tuned to the Discord. If you'd like to be on the Discord, use the link in the description of this video. And you'll find out when we're going to go live. But we will do another one this morning, I think, maybe even like, or at least early afternoon. We'll definitely do at least one more sim today. So just stay tuned to the Discord, and we'll get this thing going again. My goal is to try to get this simulated Brown season done before we really jump into the new game. 27 seconds now. I'm not sure why we're booth reviewing, but it did. But appreciate everybody being on. Thanks so much to all of our subscribers as we continue to push towards 1,000. Just awesome. Firing left side, right at the 50-yard line. From 49 to 49, 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. Ooh, I like that. How about Miles with another sack, another bonus sack for Miles? It's kind of been a ho-hum day for him. Kishan, you should apply. That's easy, free to do. Then you can chat with us between sims, talk about football stuff, come up with other sweet nicknames, and know when we're going to go live. All right, 55-6. Brownies got it done today. 25-40 for 44, 235, and the 4 picks for Matt Ryan today. Jonathan Taylor ran well, but because they were down, could not get really the carries that he needed. How about Alec Pierce? 8 for 99. Mo Alley Cox, 6 for 63. I can read. 5 for Taylor, 3 for Paris Campbell. Just 2 catches today for Michael Pittman. Defensively speaking, a lot of tackles for Shaquille Leonard. I need to change his name. Blackman and Willis, double-digit tackles as well. Just 1 sack today, and it was by Grover Stewart in the red zone right up the middle. No interceptions. Again, that 1 fumble from Jacoby Brissett did not end up hurting the Browns. 31 for 40 was Brissett for 353. That's 77. He went 3 touchdowns, and most importantly, no interceptions. Nick Chubb got going. 23 for 134, and Kareem Hunt, 12 for 56. So you're running for 190 yards as a team. Both guys averaging over 4.5 a clip. Love that. 3 touchdowns for Chubb as well. How about 11 for $150 for Peoples-Jones? Njoku, 6 for 66. Cooper, 5 for 32. All 3 of those guys got into the end zone today. Great performance. So they're actually going to give the sack credit to Nick Harris. Defensively speaking, Wusu Koromoa, 9 tackles, 7 for Myles Garrett. 3.5 sacks today for Taven Bryan. He was great. 1.5 for Garrett, 1 for Clowney, and the 2 interceptions by Denzel. 1 for Greg Nuisance. And JOK had the pick 6 in that first quarter, which really helped blow it up. So appreciate everybody being on. This was a fun one. 55-6, the final score. We will do Browns Week 4 here in a little bit later today. Just depends on what my time frame looks like. So pay attention to that Discord. We will bring that one to you again. But again, a big win and a much-needed win. Looks like we have the LA Rams coming up. Here's the rest of the things that are going to happen in Week 3. But it looks like we've got the LA Rams, and I will go ahead and advance the week, and we'll see what the ratings look like, or the standings look like. After 3 weeks, the Browns are 1-2. The Rams are also 1-2. Looks like it's the Sunday night game. And yes, don't be fooled by the fact that the Browns are 93 rated offense. It's because they've got a good offensive line, good running game, good weapons, and a 94 rated quarterback who's sitting on the bench. So looks like it's Thursday night football based on the short player meeting that I'm about to have. Returning from injury, Jerome Ford is available to play again. There you go. So 1-2 versus 1-2. Again, stay tuned to the Discord. I'll bring it to you a little bit later. Have a super good day. Thanks for joining me this morning. Today we'll say, Go Browns!